Let's listen. This is your sound souvenir. A continual source of entertainment, of education, of beauty.
Very confused about a word that's being used a lot in casual conversation these days. It's actually I'm not confused by the word itself. I know what the word is. It's a word I've heard before, but there seems to be a new usage.
Are you talking to me?
Yes. I thought I'd throw this at you.
You were looking down at your paper. I thought maybe you had one of them Bluetooth headsets in, and you were maybe speaking to somebody else. No headset. This is something that's been kind of troubling me for the last week or so, and I thought I'd throw it at you and see if you could help out. With what?
With my trouble here. I'm not really quite sure.
See, I wasn't listening because I thought you were talking to someone else.
Yeah.
Thought you were talking to your mother or something. You're always on the phone with your mother. You may want to start over again now that you've got my attention.
Okay, yeah, that's...
How is your mother doing, by the way?
She's doing well.
Ever since that picnic, I have had a craving for her ambrosia because it was bewitching.
Well, now that we've got warmer months, I'm sure she'll be making ambrosia soon. Maybe I can put in a request.
It's refreshing. It's a treat.
So there's a word that people are using now, and like I said, it's a word I'm familiar with, but there appears to be a new way to use it that I don't quite understand.
You talking about ambrosia?
No, it's a different word, and there's I hear people using it all the time on TV, at work, and let me. Okay, we've got Armando says we've got a call. Let's put that on hold, and we'll get back to that. We want to take care of the caller because they're on hold now, and if we talk too much, they're liable to leave.
Yeah.
So let's jump right on the first call there. Caller, go ahead. Caller, hello.
Hello, I'm sorry. Great show. I gave up, well, almost, just not a lot, not as much as I used to. I gave up Coke. I feel great.
Yeah, that's great. It's good to be drug-free. That's fantastic. Yeah. Just say no.
Okay.
Just say no.
Okay. I don't like the word.
No?
I need a machine.
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
No. I knew you were going to say that.
No. It's very important that when you're operating the machine, you got to be sober. You got to have a clean head.
Okay.
Because people are always getting pinched fingers and they're losing earlobes because they're not paying attention.
Yeah, and I don't like doing it on the floor.
Yeah, and that's a perfectly good reason because you got to have it down low because of the center of gravity. It's very dangerous. So people like you need to wait until at least 6 or 7 years of sobriety before you allow yourself a purchase.
Yeah.
And when you do, you give me a call back. I'll help you pick out a nice one. Okay, Cupcake?
Okay.
All right.
You think 6 or 7 years?
At least. Your brain has to remember how to act normal again. Because when you're doing the drugs, you're crazy. People are always getting pinched fingers.
there's a woman here who has emailed the show. bigscast@gmail.com is the email address that she used, and
that's the one we offer out to people to email. If they got something to write down, you can write it down and send it there.
Because you do dispense lots of advice and answers to lots of
bigscast@gmail.com.
Answers to lots of questions that people have on a variety of topics. And there's a woman here in Texas who writes, Dear Mr. Biggs, after going to the grocery store and having the kids unload and put away the groceries, I did not realize a package of raw chicken had been left in our vehicle. This was Friday evening. We used our other vehicle the rest of the weekend. The chicken was not discovered until the following Monday! Exclamation point 3 times over. We live in Texas, and it has been 90-plus degrees. We cannot get
What is that?
That means it's been very hot in Texas.
90 plus what degrees? I don't care for math. When I'm 90 degrees, like 98.
I'm thinking
90
that it's
plus
either
8.
It's been hotter.
100.
It's been
90 plus 11.
It's been either 90 degrees or hotter, and it varies from day to day, but it has not ever been below 90.
Wow, is that what that means?
That's what that means.
I always wondered about that.
That's it.
Okay.
But the woman goes on to write, we cannot get the raw, rotten chicken smell out of the car, which has cloth velour seats.
Yeah. What kind of car is this?
Well, she doesn't specify the type of car. She just...
Well, let her answer. What kind of car is this?
Well, she's...
I think we lost that one.
She's actually...
Hey, Armando, if she calls back, you put her right through, because I've got something. I got something to say about that. That's too bad.
She actually emailed her question, sent it to bigscast@gmail.com, and she looks like she left some raw chicken in the car over the weekend, and apparently has quite the smell.
Who would do that? Who would leave chicken in your car? That's mean. That is mean-spirited to do something like that.
You mean just getting a piece of raw chicken and putting it inside somebody's car?
Yeah, I don't see what the point. I mean, no, I can. I mean, I've done it, but it's mean. You don't want to do that. That's mean. I hope it's not one of those hate crimes, because that is unfortunate.
The woman's family went to the grocery store, and they actually bought chicken, and when they got home, they forgot to take it out of the car.
Maybe pick up a bottle of that Febreze stuff. That'll probably take care of it. You just spray it on. It doesn't get rid of the stink, but it puts in a new stink that's lovely. You can pick out any color you want. And you want pink? You got pink. They got light blue, and they got light purple. They got light yellow. It's all different kinds of smells.
This colors and smells.
Febreze.
Different.
A little bottle. You spray it in.
Different color means a different smell.
I think that's the way they work it, yeah. I think so.
bigscast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. Are we going to do this?
The Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, please. I think it works better when you start.
Then
I can go ahead and finish it because you forget little parts that I can come behind you and I can fill them in.
So you want the you want to
do it. Do the thing.
The whiz bangs?
Yeah.
Okay. Whiz bangs, everybody, at Phillips and Mountain downtown, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending.
Excellent job, Roger. Good job.
I've been working on trying to give it a little more.
Hey, come on down to Whiz Bangs this Thursday night. Doors open at 9. And also, I'm finding whenever I go to other establishments, it seems like most of them have their own drink. Have you noticed that, Roger? Do you go to a lot of places?
Well, I don't go out too much on Friday or Saturday nights, and if I do, I'll go to Whiz Bangs first, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending.
Good job.
I don't really go to many other places.
Most places, Roger, have their own drink, their signature drink.
Okay.
And we have not had one. We've been remiss in having our own. So this Thursday we're gonna debut our own drink. We're gonna call it the Whiz Banger.
Oh.
Yeah. You got 6 ounces of Clamato, and you got a shot of Goldschlager in there, and a little splash of vermouth. We took votes internally, and that was the one that went through the taste test with the most votes. Hector, particularly, was very fond of that one. It's the Whiz Banger. So come on out and enjoy this Thursday night.
Is there a introductory special deal? Some places have their special drinks, before 10 p.m. you can get it for $2. $2 bangers.
We're not doing that, Roger. Don't tell people that. Don't do that. What are you doing? It's the same price as the others. It's a mixed drink. It's on the menu. Just do your thing. I'll do mine, okay? Don't say stupid things.
So it's with
splash of vermouth.
Clamato was the mixer.
It's particularly refreshing during the summer months. You'll find it's good stuff.
I can't.
That Goldschlager's got gold in it. I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
I don't recall. Clamato is that's
clam juice and tomato. It's all mixed up.
So it's a combination of clam juice, clam,
and you put a little splash of vermouth,
and the Goldschlager, which isn't that cinnamon?
Cinnamon schnapps
with
gold flakes,
clam juice.
They're in suspension in the Goldschlager.
Not real gold, is it? Is that?
Sure it is. It's gold leaf.
Really?
Yeah, it's real gold.
Do you have to strain that then before you pour it out? How do you do that? Is there
just put it in your mouth and you swallow it?
I don't.
Just be a man. Don't worry about what's in it. You just drink it. It's Whiz Bangs. We're not going to hurt you.
And that's the Whiz Banger.
Whiz Banger
with at Whiz Bangs. At Phillips and Mountain? Downtown, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending.
Good job.
Of calls stacked up, so we better jump on these real quick here because I know lots of people have lots of
Roger,
questions.
just go to the call. Yeah, you're henpecking it, and you're overworking it. Just do it. Go to the call.
Caller, welcome.
Yes, actually, I work for an accounting firm.
A what?
A accounting firm.
Okay. You work for an accounting firm.
So
what's your point?
There's still some in.
What?
There's still some fact.
Just get your ideas out of your head and say it.
Oh, nothing. Just forget it.
Forget it. What?
Yeah, you know.
If you don't have an idea, you shouldn't call. Just don't call.
All right. Thank you.
What are you doing, Roger?
I
You see, this is probably because you're freaking out before you take the call. You're scaring the people listening. Don't do that. Take another call.
Okay.
But this time, approach it properly. Let the person know that guy was not prepared. He was not ready.
You want me to let them know, other than hello?
Yeah, and greet them. And it gets confusing when you're doing that thing and you're talking and it's going nowhere. Let the call know that you're ready and they can now participate.
Okay. Hello, next caller.
I'm
Hello.
just supposed to go into my question. My question is.
You interrupted him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My question is, do I have to eat breakfast? Because I'm not a breakfast person.
A lot of people aren't breakfast people. You're not alone. Mm-hmm. Most people don't eat breakfast.
That's right. That's exactly right.
For me, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This morning, I didn't eat any breakfast at all. I had like a cup of coffee.
Yes.
And a couple of Eggo waffles.
Mm.
And that's it. Well, and then a couple of sausage links.
You have been in my house. What are you doing? You have been in my house. That's hilarious. You have to have been in my house because that's exactly what I do.
I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks for the call.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Oh, she's a firecracker. I love those. I love those firecrackers. She's crazy. See, that's the way you do it, Roger. Other than the beginning. The beginning was a little bit weird. Don't push the button so soon next time.
You want me to say hello and then press the button? Or should I press the button and then say hello?
Press the button, Roger.
Press the button and say
do it.
Hello.
Hey, love your show. Love your personality. Hey, I'm a big guy. I've got something I want to do in about 6 weeks.
You sound like a big guy, but you sound like you're built. You're handsome.
Thank you.
So what is it you want to do?
No, it's just a get-together, like a class reunion.
All right, so what's the problem?
Oh, I got almost 3 hammer toes.
Ah, I see, yeah. You don't want to tip your cards on that kind of thing, because that's a sign of weakness. Yeah, all your former classmates will see that. And they'll think that that's a sign that you are not successful or virile. You know?
Okay.
I completely understand the reason why you're concerned. Here's what I suggest to you. I think you should go to your little get-together. But you, instead of telling people about that thing you have, that thing with your toes, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Don't tell them. You keep that to yourself. Okay?
Okay.
And just don't tell them. It's easy.
Right.
Okay. Thanks for the call.
Seems like there at a class reunion there wouldn't really be any call for taking shoes off.
No, you'd be surprised, Roger. When you get to the point where you're old enough to have a class reunion, there's plenty of situations. There's the fire walking. There's the calypso music. Everyone slips out of the footwear and
does the limbo.
Yeah. There's plenty of situations, but what he should do in that situation is he should excuse himself for maybe a whiz-banger. Ask the guy at the bar. He should know.
And he can just pass on any of the barefoot activities. He can just keep his loafers on.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No need to take off the shoes because, well, with the toes.
That's not something you want to look at when you're dancing with your high school sweetie.
Guess what? You're invited to a luau. Ah, what a momentous aroma. Huge platters of roast pig and Hawaiian yams wrapped in tayo leaves and bowls of tropical flowers. And the palm trees rustle ever so gently in the gathering dusk. Aloha.
That's bigscast at gmail.com. Bigscast, 2 G's in Biggs. Mr. Biggs, over the past year or two, I've noticed that 2-liter bottles of soda have gotten much better at retaining carbonation after being opened. For instance, this past Monday, I cracked open a bottle of Diet Ginger Ale, poured a glass, and returned the bottle to the fridge. This partially consumed bottle sat in that fridge for 3 full days before I opened it again.
Yeah.
When I did, there was still plenty of carbonation. I would say 85 to 90% of it was still intact.
How long is this going to be?
He has written a lot, but the question is next.
There's a lot of bubbles left in your soda, is what he's saying.
Right, and he's got a question. My question is twofold.
I don't know what that means.
Well, he means there's 2 parts to the question.
Oh, a question and a follow-up.
Exactly. First, have you noticed a similar improvement of carbonation retention with 2-liter bottles?
Can I answer that one?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Second, if so, what do you suppose is responsible for this improvement? Better plastic, better carbonation, stronger caps. Thanks for your time, Julio T. in Maryland.
Because carbonation isn't going to hurt you. It's fine. It just bubbles.
I think what Julio is saying is that he feels the bottles, the plastic 2-liter bottles.
No.
The bottles that they come in are actually, after you open them and then reseal them.
No.
He thinks
no.
He thinks the
I know.
The resealing is more.
He put the top back on. He's putting it back in the refrigerator. That's what's keeping your bubbles in.
But, well,
in the refrigerator, it's very cold, Roger. Have you noticed that? Carbonation is going to stay when it's cold, but when it's hot, it doesn't tend to hang out quite as long. You remember last summer when I was marketing that line of carbonated soups? You recall, right?
Yeah.
He's pouring himself a cup of soda pop, and he's putting it back in the refrigerator. That is why you're getting your outstanding bubble retention in your carbonated sodas. Next call.
So you'd have like a chicken noodle soup, and the broth would be carbonated.
I got the idea while we were drinking the Sierra Mist, and Chuck spilled some of his turkey gravy in his soda, and he joked about how hey, look at me, I made bubbly soup, and I said, hey, hold on just 1 minute. Hold on a second. Hang on a second.
Just want to hold on.
You just might want to hold on. Hold on, because that's so crazy. It just might work. I did some research, and it turns out the bubbles ain't going to hang around long enough.
With the heat.
Yeah, it cooks it right out.
Cooks out the
Here's a
bubble.
great idea, though. You can still kind of make it if you make some chicken broth with 7-Up. You got to drink that cold, though. You don't want to heat that up, as it turns out.
So you just mix up some chicken broth and 7-Up and
You're going to want to boil
down.
your noodles and your other vegetables separately.
Like the
And if this shows up on the menu at Stuart Anderson, you call me, because I've got a word or two for him.
อยู่เดียวใจไม่โก้โอ้โหขมอนทั้งปีไม่มีใครนอนเคียงขึ้นเตียงก็เหงาเหลือดีที่นอนยังกับไฟทนไม่ไหวแล้วสิหลับตาก็เพ้อกดหมอนยุบยับเย่เย่เย่เย่เย่กดหมอนยุบยับ
So I'm chatting with the our office manager, Liz, at the office.
Yeah.
We were talking about the new Project Runway, and Rachel walks in, and of course Liz handles all of the office supplies, and Rachel wants some sticky notes. She wants some new pads of sticky notes, and she says, "Liz, can you spare a few packs of sticky notes?" And Liz says, "Well, what do you want? You want the
Roger, smell this. Smell that. What is that?"
So Liz says, what do you want? 3x5s? Do you want some 3x3s? Do you want 1.5x2s? What size do you want?
3x5 what?
The sticky notes.
Roger, you can't leave these details out when you're telling a story. You gotta fill people in. Details. It's the sign of a good story.
Rachel's looking for pads of sticky notes. Apparently she's out. She needs more. She's gone to Liz for sticky.
Hey, Chuck, who used these headphones before we did the show? Who's using them?
So
he doesn't know. I don't think he knows.
So Rachel says, "I'll give me one of each. Can you spare one of each?" And Liz says, "Okay." And then she says,
"Spare one of each sticky note. The different sizes, right?"
Yeah. One.
Yeah, these are the details I'm talking about, Roger. You leave out these details.
She can spare one pad of each size of sticky notes for Rachel.
The whole pad?
Yes, they're,
What the heck is she working on that requires a whole pad of notes?
Well, it seems what we do is we hand out entire pads to employees rather than a sticky note at a time, because it's, people would be going, to Liz all the time if they just handed out one sticky note at a time.
Seems like that is a ripe environment for misuse of sticky notes.
So Liz hands over the pads of sticky notes to Rachel, and then Liz says, "Ooh, looks like somebody wants to get sticky." And then to that, Rachel says, "Ooh, snap." So I just, they laughed. They got a good chuckle out of that, and I kind of laughed too. Like
they probably didn't understand why she needed so many sticky notes.
Well, I think what they were laughing at is they started laughing when Rachel said "snap," and I laughed.
Well, is she borrowing rubber bands as well? Maybe that's it. Maybe you left that part out. Roger, hey, Roger, when you tell stories, sometimes you leave out details, very important details that people need to know when they're listening to your story. And if she's borrowing rubber bands, you should tell people that too, because when you said that snap thing, it didn't make any sense at all. It's kind of stupid without it. You may want to start over and add that part in.
Well, there were no rubber bands involved. Liz was just wanting the sticky notes, and then she used that term snap, and I laughed because they laughed. But I have to admit I don't really know what I was laughing about. I don't know.
I don't know either. That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I think.
You're probably leaving out some details, Roger.
Maybe somebody could email or call or something, and I'm I'm confused about this term snap and how it's being used, because I don't know if Rachel was saying, "Ooh, you got me," or if she was saying, "Yes, I do want to get sticky." I don't know what she was saying. I don't know what she meant when she said snap.
Are we still on?
Mr. Biggs, I've been experimenting making my own anti-roach insecticide.
Yeah.
The most recent recipe is as follows: 1 part boric acid powder, 1 part confectioner's sugar, 1 dash of cream of tartar.
Yeah.
I sprinkle it around baseboards, under the sink, the pantry, etc. So far, the results have been encouraging. One problem, though. This morning, thinking my roach powder was a dish of sugar, my wife sprinkled some of it on her cornflakes. So far, no ill effects. Should I tell her what she did?
What?
That's Lonnie in Ohio.
What did she do? She didn't do anything. She's having breakfast. I mean, not everybody has breakfast. Some people skip it, and they just don't have anything in the morning. But if she wants to, have breakfast, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, Donnie. That's okay. It's all right.
Sounds like she was maybe sprinkling some of the boric acid powder on her cornflakes.
Well, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. It's boric acid. It's not going to kill you. It's acid. It's a very mild acid. We're not talking about, battery acid. We're talking about boric acid, from the ground. Borax, that stuff, right?
I'm assuming so. Is that something that's safe to consume? I don't know.
You don't want to be taking big spoonfuls of it and sticking them in your gullet. And what did he say he mixed it with? What was it mixed with?
He said he mixed it with confectioner's sugar.
That's powdered sugar. That's powdered. That's what that means. Confectioner's means it's powdered.
Right. So he has.
For those people listening that don't know, it means powdered sugar.
Right. He's got the powdered sugar. He's got the boric acid powder, which I don't know what color is boric acid. It
is stark white. In fact, it is in some circles, it is the gold standard of whiteness.
You mean you can't find anything in nature that is whiter than
white is actually the combination of all colors of the spectrum. And when you look into boric acid, it is so white, it seems to actually pull colors in from around it. That is how white it is. Boric acid is white. It doesn't get any whiter than boric acid, Roger. It's white.
So he's got essentially a white powder that could be mistaken perhaps for a bowl of sugar.
It's going to be okay as long as she's not eating it or anything like that. You're going to be just fine.
I think maybe she did eat some.
Well, she shouldn't. He should tell her not to. Next call.
We've got a call. Wait, I'm sorry. Hello, caller.
Good morning. I'm here.
Caller, hello.
Oh, I'm just totally excited. I'm excited because I've got someone that I can talk to. That I have a question that most likely there's a lot of people out there that are sincere about it or have an excuse to say, I'm first, I matter. Yeah. I don't know how many times. Well, every time, darn near, everybody else is more important than I am. What do I do?
Yeah, you're important. You're a little lass.
Thank you.
You're a fine lady. You don't have to worry about other people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you need to stop worrying about what other people think and say, and you need some me time. That's what you need. Yeah. I don't know, go ride a bike or something by yourself. Or go take one of them pottery classes. Or maybe join a Pilates studio or something. You should check out some Pilates, I think.
Oh, my God, I've never checked into Pilates, but that is something I will put on my list. Thank you. Oh, God, thank you so much. I thank God for you. I will absolutely be here to listen to you, and I will incorporate everybody I know, all the women I know, to get on the radio and listen to someone to help them get real.
Thank you very much. You're very sweet. Thanks for the call. She was very nice. There's something alluring about her cadence, the way that she speaks. She's got a very, what do you call it, that...
intoxicating?
Yeah, I like to drink her in.
Like a whiz banger.
She's got like a Kathleen Turner thing going on. I like that.
A modern-day contemporary Kathleen Turner.
Which is still, on some level, vaguely attractive.
You're not talking Roger Rabbit Kathleen Turner. You're talking about...
in-person, fleshy Kathleen Turner. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
A little slurred in the speech. Kind of droopy-eyed. She has I think a problem, an optical problem. I think, because I know somebody that had the same problem with her eyes. One of them kind of veers off and looks off into another direction. I think I don't know what that's called. That's an optical problem.
I think you're thinking about Candice Bergen. Candice Bergen is the one that had that problem. Yeah, I think it is. I don't think that's not Kathleen Turner.
I thought it was Kathleen.
Kathleen Turner is as what's the word, Roger? What's that word?
Bloated?
No, not that. It's like enchanting. It's like she is as enchanting as she has ever been. You take that back.
Okay. Because I have to think that maybe you...
I saw her at one of those pet parades the other day. She was there with her puggle. She's campaigning for pets' rights these days. She's up on stage with a puggle. Those puggles are adorable.
It's amazing. It's amazing what they do when they crossbreed the different kinds of dogs, and they make the puggles and the
I don't think they make that by crossbreeding. I think that one's been around for a while. I think Scotchmen used to use it to hunt ferrets or something.
Puggles?
Yeah, they've been around a while.
Because I thought that was a pug and a beagle.
No, it's a breed. It's a breed of dog, Roger. Look it up.
Hats a crossing on the river and a frolic suet. Hats a crossing on the river and a frolic suet. And a frolic suet.
The whiz banger, once again, the whiz banger has the...
You can go ahead and make it at home, but I ask that you do not sell it for profit, because it is in the process of being trademarked.
It's a patent pending kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's the Clamato juice.
Yeah.
And then the Goldschlager.
Yeah.
And the dash of
vermouth. It's refreshing as all get out. So on a hot summer afternoon, come in and have a whiz banger on us. Well, you can pay for it. I don't mean like it's free, but you can have one that we've made for you at the bar.
for purchase.
Yeah. It's our new signature drink at Whiz Bangs.
Is there another call, or is there somebody there? Is Armando?
What is he doing? What is that?
I'm not sure.
Is that one of them PDAs?
I think that might be what do they call him?
He's one of the game man.
PPS, PI.
He's got a game man. A game man. Gamin'. He's got a gamin'.
I don't think it's a game. It's Game Boy. Is there a call?
Game Boy. I'm sorry. Game Boy.
It's
not a gay man. It's a Game Boy.
Is it?
I thought it was a gay man.
That's not a call?
He's shaking his head no.
That means, okay. That's like, I mean, if he were to respond with...
If he would pay more attention to the show than to his gay men.
Did you want to Whiz Bangs? Did you want to mention?
We got a new signature Whiz Banger. Come on out and try it. Only at Whiz Bangs. If you see it at Stuart Anderson, you call me and I'll have a talk with them because they do not have the Whiz Banger. And they will not. I'm telling you, they don't have it. Anderson, you're listening, right? Don't even try it.
Whiz Bangs. Phillips and Mountain?
The Whiz Banger is for Whiz Bangs and Whiz Bangs alone.
Which is located at Phillips and Mountain downtown. Whiz Bangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending.
I can tell, Roger, you have been practicing. You've been spending time alone in your apartment, reading that over and over again because you're improving your delivery.
Happy ending.
I don't care for math.
Thank you for calling Radio Show. This is Mahesh.
Blanche?
Mahesh?
Yeah, hi, this is Biggs.
Okay.
I'm looking for BNC to female to RCA male. I got a catalog number here.
Okay, what is it, sir?
Catalog number 1505929311. It's got to be female BNC to RCA male.
RCA male, let me check.
Yeah.
That catalog number is not right, sir, because...
I'll read it again.
That's a 15- number, right?
Yeah.
That's too long, because we have only 6 numbers.
509-239. BNC female to RCA male connector.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a moment, sir. I need to look out. There we have it or not. Hold on one moment, please.
Okay.
I have a 2-pack and a 1-pack. Which one you want, sir?
I'd like, gosh, I hadn't thought of it.
2-pack and a 1-pack.
Now, 2.
BNC female to RCA male.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Anywhere in there. You still got that battery club thing going?
Uh-huh.
That's a good deal.
We don't have the club, but if you have a Radio Shack card, we give you 10% off.
I thought you said you had the battery club.
We had it before.
I asked you if you had it, and you said you did.
I say, yeah, we did.
Oh, you did. You don't have it anymore.
Correct.
We did have it.
Yes.
We had it at one time.
Yes.
Don't have it anymore.
Yes.
That's too bad. Because that was a good deal.
All right, sir.
I'd come in and get my free battery. After I'd purchased, enough, I'd come in, once a month. Did you find that connector yet?
I'm just looking online.
Okay.
Let me double check, okay?
I gotta hook up an inline amp. You know how that is, right, Marge?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
a pickle. It's tough because you got different connectors between your source and your monitoring line and your amp. They're all different. They don't standardize anything.
Okay, sir. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Actually, I'm talking to the other customers. Okay, give me 1 second.
Sure, yeah. I guess it applies, though, to both.
Yes.
Because I'm ready as well. So if I brought in one of my old Battery Club cards, you do not honor those anymore?
No, sir.
No, okay. It's got plenty of stamps on it. I got it all filled. I just never brought it in.
1049 is the price for the. I think nice something.
You okay, Marge?
Yeah, this is 1049.
How come you show up 990
We'll check. Give me a moment, okay? 3055, 3596, 3047. It shows the...
There sure is a lot of math involved.
Yeah. Here, in this store, shows we have 5, so you can call.
And I just asked for Marge, right?
No, you just call anybody who calls ask them. It shows they have 5 of them. The catalog number is 278254.
Well, that's completely different. That doesn't even slightly resemble the number I had.
Yeah, because I don't know what number that you gave me. We don't have a number for that one.
Well, I just made it up. I was hoping maybe I'd get better service.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Marge, for your help.
Bye-bye.
You appreciate that.
Yeah, okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, that's a nice kid. Those Philippines, they're great with computers and stuff.